if you heard about the student who got kicked out for writing a paper. Did you hear about this?
No.
I didn't hear about it all, did you?
I work at Phonathon, and like I call alumni, and a lot of the alumni are actually pissed about it.
They sent me a letter, certified mail. It was, 3 or 4 days before the semester started.
Having been an A student, an A- student, in the first 2 semesters, he registered for his course and was preparing to begin this semester.
Financial aid was set, my classes were set. I actually got to register.
And with nary a phone call or a meeting or any warning, he got a letter in the mail telling him in no uncertain terms that because of his personal beliefs, he would not be allowed to continue his education at LeMoyne College.
This is the letter that they sent to me. It's a true letter. I'm not making this up. It's on their letterhead, as you can tell. This is quote from the letter. I have grave concerns regarding the mismatch between your personal beliefs regarding teaching and learning and the LeMoyne College program. Your registration for the spring 2005 courses have been withdrawn. The last line in her letter, what really just adds the salt to the wound. Best wishes in your future endeavors. You know, you're going to kick somebody out of school. Don't put that in there.
He took a class with a professor named Mark Trabucco.
One of the assignments for this class was to write a classroom management plan.
As a matter of his personal beliefs, he did not believe in multiculturalism.
Their multicultural program is set around not assimilating immigrant students into the culture.
He said he did believe in corporal punishment.
My philosophy is corporal punishment serves a place in the classroom.
Scott McConnell never said anything other than, these are my ideas, these are my beliefs.
I wrote the paper based upon my experience with corporal punishment, my experience working as an actual teacher.
He never said that if I'm certified as a teacher, I'll defy the law. I'll refuse to carry out the instructions given to me. He never said that. To the contrary, as an honorably discharged veteran, Scott McConnell's a guy who's used to taking orders, whether he likes them or not. So if he's mandated to teach something that he doesn't personally agree with, he'll teach it.
Mrs. Aldridge, my 4th grade teacher, I was being disrespectful. I wasn't allowing kids to learn. So her punishment for me at first was to let me write 100 sentences. You know, that's a death sentence to a kid. You got to write 100 times. So I didn't do it. 200, and I didn't do it. You can either do 500, or after school we can go out in the hallway and we'll just end it. Here's the part that got even worse. I had a cousin working in the school teaching 5th grade, and she was across the hallway. I had to go and get her to come and watch me get a paddle because they had to have another teacher there. It was shameful, and that was the point of it. If you shame somebody, they're not going to want to do it. You know, I never had any more problems after that. After I got that paddle, and that was it. It worked. It worked. I graduated high school because this 4th grade teacher refused to allow me to run the show. If you check the public school systems now, there's not much learning going on. The number one reason why teachers leave the education field is because of discipline in the classroom. Working in the city school districts, I had a kid walk up to me and tell me I could go fuck myself. And this was a girl who told me, 6th grader. If any of my old teachers see this, I am sorry that I ever acted out in your classroom. I apologize, please forgive me, because now I know what I put you through.
His professor gave him an A- on the paper and left a cryptic note. Interesting ideas. I have shared these with Dr. Leo Grant.
And she picked out the corporal punishment.
An A student, right, who's done everything that you're supposed to do, suddenly getting a letter in the mail without even a phone call saying, we've expelled you from this graduate school because of your ideas.
They don't agree with what I have to say, and which is fine. See, I wouldn't have a problem if LeMoyne would actually brought me in and say, hey, look, you shouldn't do this. We have some studies of why you shouldn't.
It is a private school. They have the right to create any rigid frame of political orthodoxy they wish. What they don't have the right to do is to rabbit punch you with it. And that's what happened to Scott McConnell. LeMoyne College could rightfully expel Scott McConnell if he were violating their conduct code. But there is nothing in their conduct code that says that you can be expelled if your teachers don't like your ideas.
Because Scott was expelled with no notice and no hearing for an offense that was never defined, he sued LeMoyne in New York State Supreme Court, saying his due process rights were violated.
LeMoyne has to try and justify how it engaged in such a flagrantly illegal conduct. So you know what their excuse was? He was never a student. Their excuse was that he was never a student.